Well, greetings, my friends. We're back. I'm expecting that this is roughly late fall. Game starts in summer, turnabout 6. I don't know. I lost track. Does it really matter? So we had a battle, and it went exceptionally well. I lost a few slave troopers, but big whoopee, so much. One of the things I think is really cool about Dominions 5 is this new battle screen, or the message screen for battles, is vastly improved over what it was in 4. And that's pretty awesome because an awful lot of the time you don't really need to view all your battles. Now, when you're playing play by email or direct connect or whatever with other players, watching all your battles is probably a good idea. When you're playing a blitz, there's just no time to watch all your battles, or at least, in my opinion, you shouldn't be watching all your battles. Anyways, let's watch this one. Let's see what happened. I'm thinking pretty straightforward. There's my dudes. Look at that. My slave guardians, my slave troopers. They're moving forward at a nice slow pace. And off we go. Chicken and egg, etc., etc. Now, nothing much happening here that I can see. I'm actually going to jump through this and move on, because I don't see anything too important to learn here, and you can watch your own battles. It doesn't have much to do with anything. Unexpected event. I got a lab. Hey, pretty sweet. Pendant of luck. Well, luck isn't what it used to be. I'm still a little... And another lab gained and a skull mentor. Well, we need to put that skull mentor on somebody. Let's see. An at. Skull mentors are nice. They add research. So skull mentor adds another 14 research. That's pretty sweet. Stick that on there. Never mind. Luck can be a wonderful thing. Now, I'm going to try to take these other provinces that connect to my home citadel, or my home station. Sorry, a little bit of mumble there, but at least I got Zig here, my new dude. Hit the 1 key. There's my handy saved standard widget. Give him some slave guardians and Lobo guards. Well, let's stick the Lobo guards here on Catalu, Stalu, or I don't know. You pick. Not up to me. I'm going to put these guys back a little bit. The Lobo guards have the advantage that they are mindless and brain dead, and that gives them a morale of 50. So they're not going to run away, which is kind of sweet because you can have them eat up the damage, and we'll bring some polypel spawns along. Now, we are seriously overloading this poor Abadai as far as his leadership capacity, but we're using dudes that we don't really care if they're going to have morale problems, and I'm going to stick the polypels up front because they're just going to die. We accept that, and they're pretty much junk, so they'll just soak some damage. The Lobos I've stuck a little bit in front. They have to be led by magic leadership. As you can see, they're magic beings and they're mindless, so there's no way around that. And I haven't spent any efforts on recruiting any of the Raleigh specific commanders, so we're gonna have to live with what we have. This dude, make sure he's in the back. Okay, we got him. We're gonna have the Abadai here in the back and put him on fire, because I'll have a look here, but I don't believe any of these spells are going to make a heck of a lot of difference. No, better off that he just uses his built-in Mind Blast and so on and so forth. Okay, pretty happy with that. Put Chinunudud. I don't know. Again, darn crazy Relie naming conventions. Pretty bizarre. Send these guys off to take another province. We'll check out our recruitment. Okay, we're sitting here. A little bit of gold problems, but we're going to absolutely max out our slave guardians. Big thing is here, the Tritons are very, very useful, but I'm going to have to get on land here awfully soon. And there's not a whole heck of a lot of point in recruiting a bunch of dudes that I can't move onto the land. And all of the Tritons, the mermen aren't, these slave mermen, but they're really bloody bad. We've got nope. Well, those guys have a little bit of protection, but nothing too wonderful. I think we're better off with the slave guardians that are the dudes from Atlantis, leftovers in the lore of the game. So we'll stick with them. But we can always use a few more Lobos. Lobos have the advantage of they cost no resources to speak of, and they do provide a level of chaff in the front that is helpful. Oh, why are you guys going over there? I think I made a glitch here. Grab the two of them. No. Control, and grab two of them. Oh, son of a gun. Having a little bit of grief here. Alright, now this province we took, give it a little bit of province defense. What the heck? Now, there's an old reason for going for 11 province defense. There's an old story that in Dominions 3 and Dominions 4, the AI would hesitate when it went after 11 province defense. It considers that somewhere between 11 and 20. Is that still viable? I don't know. But given we're just playing along for the heck of it, let's just leave it that way and go with it. I'm running out of space to go in the water. So I'm going to grab this last one. Hopefully it all works darn nifty. Just check over my status and my layout. Okay, all looks good. And anything useful here to recruit? Nothing in particular, and I don't want to recruit any underwater dudes. Yeah, see, there's a lab. Well, this is a good spot for a new fort. So let's just hire a local commander, and he'll start building a fort. And one thing we are going to want to do is hire a mobile priest. So I'm going to kick off for one turn recruiting a mage. I'm going to recruit a priest, and I'm going to recruit a slave prince. Sadly, slave princes have no magic leadership, which is kind of lame, given that, R'lyeh has so many magic beings to command. But we'll go with that. Oh, that knocks out my resources in a huge way. But that's okay. We'll change up the recruitment a little bit here and swap it out. Okay. Saves us some gold. Pretty happy with that. And I'm pretty happy with the turn, the way it goes. Okay, I'm going to process this, and I'm going to hit a pause because I don't think you really need to watch the processing for the video. Alright, pause now. Alright, we're back to it. We had 2 battles. Let's have a look. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, I lost some polypals, lost a few lobos, lost 1 slave guardian. Trivial. All of that's very trivial. The other one here, an embracer. Okay, I'm running a little low on slave guardians. But, if I remember right, Embracer was the one at the very edge of what I can deal with on Under the Ocean. So that's fine by me. Let's put some province defense in there. I'm going to go with 11 everywhere, just for the heck of it, for the shits and giggles. Now, I could pause. I think I might, should I send these guys back? A little bit of a debate here. It might be a decent time to do a manual search, and I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to start sending my prophet back with his troops. Oh yeah, the rest of his troops retreated, but that's all right. And this one took it very nicely. Let's toss in the province defense to 11, and let's go back and see what we got. So I've recruited a commander here. I want to start building an underwater fort. Construct the building, rock walls, 600 gold. Okay, I'm going to have to try to find 600 gold. What have I got happening here for troops? I think I might be able to pull off 600 gold. I'm going to make a scout, and I'm going to make 1 more priest. And that gives me my 600 gold And I'll use up a little bit of gold, making a few slave guardians. This guy can just wait. Shift W, handy command, the wait key. I'm going to start moving that priest over to where I'm going to be building this rock walls. Now I'm going to start building the rock walls. 600 gold, I saved 600. One of the important reasons for this, if we hit the R key for recruit, you'll notice I get Polypal mothers, but only when I have a temple. They also automatically summon, there we are, Dominion Monster Summoner. They automatically summon Polypals. Now, Polypals are not going to win the game for me, but they're going to make it brutally hard for anybody to invade in the ocean. And that's a good thing. One of the powers of underwater nations, and in my opinion, particularly Riley, is that you can submarine attack. This is an old thing from one of the masters of Dominions 3, Bales, which was the submarine attack. You just pop onto land, do a bit of an invasion, pillage or take his territory for a short period of time, hide back under the water, and it's a little bit like the fleet and being concept from naval warfare. In my opinion, Dominions has a lot of similarity to naval warfare, more than it does to land warfare. Not even the underground part. There's this whole thing where you have this ability to project your power from where you're sitting outside of where you are. I hope that makes some sense. I'm going to perhaps get back to that at another time. But let's move on to what we're going to do next. Well, clearly, we bought our province defense. These happy little dudes, they're all in great shape. We've got a few Polypals. They can soak up some damage. And we'll go take the next province. And this should have improved our resources at home. 99, not bad. We spent a few. I'm a little bit wondering if I mucked up my design. I'm ending up with more recruitment points than I can actually spend. But we'll see. We'll see. That balance between recruitment points and resources and gold is a new thing in Dominions 5 that, even though I was on the beta, I haven't really been able to get a full grasp of. And when I'm building a pretender, it changed so much during the beta. It jumped back and forth between how many recruitment points you got, and it's all tied into population. So growth is a wonderful thing as far as recruitment points go. I think I'm pretty happy. I'm going to check my research. Always a good habit to sort of check that before you move on to the next thing. Pretty happy. I'm still going for my target, a body ethereal. I may or may not need it, but for the time being, it's a good way to go. And looks to me like things are in great shape. So I'm going to end this video. I'll process the turn and come back to you guys with the next turn. All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.